Could a 4-day work week benefit the food industry? Now, with the demand for the 4-day week growing momentum after a hugely successful trial in Iceland and more recently Ireland, we look at the practicalities of it and how it would benefit the food industry. With early adopters of the scheme seeing higher revenue growth, higher staff morale and higher retention as some of the key elements. However, is the 4-day work week only for tech companies, and would it in reality work in the food industry? Let's explore. But before we do, if you're interested in the food industry, check out our free food trend reports on some of the fastest growing trends in the food industry, such as ghost kitchens, vertical farming and more. The link is in the bio. Henry Ford in 1926 standardized the 5-day work week, and to this day still remains very much the normal working week for most people. However, as the world gets more efficient and our technology becomes more effective, some groups are starting to look to challenge the concept of the 5-day working week in the pursuit for better work-life balance. In some countries, this is already becoming the new standard. In Iceland, for example, over 80% of the country work 4-day weeks, and more countries are following. Ireland just conducted a trial with over 50 companies with hugely successful results, and in Belgium, new legislation has been passed giving workers the option to work 4 10-hour days instead of the normal 5-day week where possible to do so. What does this mean for the world of food? In reality, there are mixed opinions on the viability of the 4-day week in the food industry. In an interview conducted by Victoria Campisi of the food industry, John Fraser, Global Head of Labour Strategy at Ancora, told the Food Institute, "The fact of the matter is that it will make businesses in California less competitive at a time when labour is in short supply, and could limit their ability to implement flexible shift schedules that work for their employees," going as far as to say it's a long shot at the best. However, others believe that the 4-day work week may have the potential to deliver better performance, as we've seen in countries and businesses that have piloted or adopted the model have seen productivity increase alongside improvements to employee engagement and well-being. On top of that, pilots have also been connected to environmental benefits and increased gender equity. It's not unheard of food companies trying to make it work. In 2019, Shake Shack tested a 4-day workweek model for its managers to help offer better work-life balance and help with staff retention. In certain Shake Shacks, supervisors were allowed to work their 40 hours in a 4-day work period. The feedback from the selected supervisors was extremely positive, stating that having 3 days off improved their lifestyle and finances, according to a March 2019 Nation's Restaurant news article. Unfortunately, in 2021, the company ended the pilot due to COVID-19, but a spokesperson told Insider that there's always a possibility that it could return. In the UK in January 2022, Morrison's allowed its employees to work 4 days a week for 6 months, which is supposed to be better for their well-being and for the environment. The British supermarket chain was inspired by the positive results from the earlier Icelandic trial. FMCG giant Unilever is also taking part. Last year, employees in New Zealand were temporarily allowed to work 20% less while keeping their salaries. According to the initiators, earlier trials in Iceland have been an overwhelming success. They have led to a staggering 86% of the Icelandic workforce switching to a shorter working week or acquiring the right to do so in the future. In Iceland, the productivity remained the same or even improved, while workers felt they experienced less stress, their health improved and found a better work-life balance. It can help us as a company to be more productive. It can have all sorts of health benefits, and it puts everybody's well-being first, Morrison's also stressed. So what do you think of it, and do you think it could work in the food industry? Let us know in the comment section below. And again, if you're interested in the food industry, check out our free food trend reports on some of the fastest growing trends in the food industry, such as ghost kitchens, vertical farming and much more. The link will be in the bio.